This is when Canary plays. Dun, dun, dun.
Day 1 of the Andaman adventure began with getting onto a plane from Chennai to Port Blair. The earliest onward ferry available for connection to Hut Bay was only the next morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to International Airport, Port Blair.
And I wanted to make the most of the time in between. So, as soon as we landed, we went to Chidiyatapu and set off on a short trek to see the cliffs near Mundapahar.
A.m. and we're at Hadawaf to board our ferry to the Little Andaman. It's going to be a long ferry journey. I think about 6 to 8 hours. The longest I've ever done. But finally feels like we're in the Andaman. I'm pleased to inform you that it appears that our ferry has lifeboats. Thank you. Welcome aboard the MV Bharat Seema. Let's go straight. Descending into the dungeon. Whoa, it's like being in a factory. Most people who visit the Andaman Islands never go towards Little Andaman, primarily because of the limited connectivity and the long ferry journey involved. But the fact that a lot of people don't go there is what made me really want to go there. Almost 8.5 hours on this ferry. Everybody on the boat looks like they're drunk because there's a slight roll and you just can't walk straight. But this is great fun. I mean, I think it was a lot more comfortable than I expected it to be. And soon we will be in Hut Bay. And hopefully it's going to be something that was worth this little expedition. Little Andaman lies about 100 kilometers south of Port Blair. Although it's relatively large as far as islands go, only a small portion of it is inhabited. There's only one real road on the island, which runs about 28 kilometers from north to south. Infrastructure and facilities are basic, but the potential to explore is immense. That's the Hut Bay jetty, which is where all the ships come and dock here in the Little Andaman. That's the entry point. And this is the closest beach to the jetty itself. It only gets prettier as you go south or north.
this little machine and the things we're making it do. It's an Activa 5G, almost new, less than 1,000 kilometers on the Odo, and it's an off-roading machine here in the Little Andamans. There are obviously several beautiful beaches on this island. The more popular ones are towards the northern side of it, Butler Bay, Kala Patthar and a few of those other beaches. But while we were exploring the island, we'd ridden down south towards Harmandir Bay, and there's a little branch off route that takes you through the jungle and eventually leads to the South Bay Lighthouse, I think. But on the way, it sort of runs inside the jungle right next to the coast. So there are some pretty beautiful beaches there as well. Actually, I think they're better than the ones up north, but the key is to come when the tide is up. Today's agenda is to hunt for a nice secluded beach, hopefully. Oh man. Okay, we're swimming. This is what makes it all worthwhile. After all that effort, we're finally at the top of South Bay Lighthouse, the Little Andaman Lighthouse. So it's interesting because you need the tide to go out in order to be able to ride along the beach. Otherwise you need to come through this jungle here. But when the tide goes out, then you don't get to see the blue water all the way up till here. So it's a little bit of a, you win some, you lose some, but this is beautiful nevertheless. The Activa is way down there on the beach. That's sunset on our last day here on the Little Andaman Island. It's been phenomenal. I really can't begin to even describe just how much I love this place. Some more beach riding to be done on the Activa, and then get home, pack, and get on the ferry tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the next video.